Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another post-university esports stream. It is game time up against New England Tech. Both teams fighting for a berth in the playoffs here in the final week of the regular season. My name is Sandwich, going to be taking you through tonight's best of 5 action down here in the ECAC. We could take a quick look at the standings before the matchup really kicks off. You see that top 3, part of the 3 L's post university have taken. They've lost to Adrian, they've lost to Newman, they've lost to the Battling Bishops all the way at the top as well. We get back into the full thing. Both teams here tonight, a win and they are in the playoffs. A quick crossover and the perfect release to start New England Tech off right. University going to bring the ball down to Psychic. Hesitation move. Fight going to get all the way out to the basket, but the ball out to Jefe. His three-pointer off the mark. Psychic going to continue to provide that lockdown defense for this post-university squad. The step back, no good. The bounce pass makes its way into the paint, but 7 seconds remaining. New England Tech have got to find something quick here. Another step back out of the point guard. Not going to go their way. And the quick 3 for post-university also not going to fall. Both sides going back and forth here. Bit of a cross match. Believe that's Jefe on the center for New England University. They're forced to kick the ball out. Eventually the center for New England Tech going to throw it down. Psychic trying to cook up something in the post. Dribble handoff, going to sneak the ball past the center. New England Tech able to recover out of bounds. Post-university ball. Gotta pull out all the stops if you're post-university here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a win and they are into the playoffs. A loss and that will be it for their NBA2k 24 3v3 season. A pass fake from Psychic. Hesitation at the end of the shot clock. It's a shot clock violation. New England Tech going the other way. Post still scoreless early on in game 1. Another spin move. Psychic's going to lock that down. This team's defensive anchor. They've been able to get it decently done on defense. Holding New England Tech to 4 points. The offense still struggling. At three-pointer off the mark and post-university still scoreless. I want to jump from Fletcher. Going to force Psychic into scramble mode. Both players are able to recover. Now 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The center left alone for a 3 for a moment. And yet again, post-university struggling on the glass when Psychic is forced to defend out on the perimeter. And a quick drive from Fletcher going to get post-university on the board. Quick hitting offense. What you want to see out of post-university. So far, they seem to struggle against the set defense of New England Tech. Pair of crossovers. Ball out to the wing. 4 seconds remaining. New England Tech needs something quick. And that green release on the layup is going to be just that. Lead back up to 6 for the Eagles here. Hesitation from Fletcher. Ball out to Jefe. Psychic Jefe pick and roll action. We're able to get the ball screen set. And a little crossover going to get them some daylight. Jefe going to knock it down. Still feeling spooky in the month of November. And post-university lead down to 4. Going to need to create a stop here. Pair of step backs out of the point guard. And they're going to be able to find the space inside for 2 more. Defense was strong to start the game, but post-university now going bar for bar with New England Tech. Hard to do when New England's already got a 6-point head start. Just going to have to come up with something big on offense here to keep the tempo going. 9 seconds remaining. Post-university well aware of the mismatch. Right? Psychic able to read the reaction from New England Tech down low to create that 3-pointer. Now we've got to see a stop. out of Post University here. Point guard likes that step back move. Post University going to sit on it. Fletcher jumping on the wing, and they're able to get the bump steal. It's a lob for Post University. 1 point game early on in game one. Jefe's got takeover. New England Tech have got to be careful. Post University have a bit of a window to blow this game wide open. Surely going to be green. The late contest's just enough. 44%. Very early. Psychic knows where to get it to. The man with sharpshooting takeover. His shot's not green, and New England Tech going to go the other way for the slam. Look for Post Universities, despite that miss, to continue looking for Jefe. As New England Tech center also with, I believe that's that lockdown takeover. Oh, Psychic going to go for Fletcher off the inbound. Ball out to Psychic. That hesitation on the post fade is so pure from Psychic. 11-12, a 1 point game. Jefe still with that sharpshooting takeover. New England's, again, you've got to be careful. Nearly another bump steal there. Fletcher down low in the post. They've got to beware. Psychic looking for time to help. Now 7-second offense for New England. Psychic down there in the paint. The hesitation. Just enough to force Psychic out back to the 3-point line. Want to get quick offense. Take as much advantage of that sharpshooting takeover. New England Tech had to pick their poison. Psychic or Jefe with sharpshooting take. Incorrect guess. They give up the 3-pointer. All tied at 14. DKT gonna throw it down. Psychic able to recover. Ball out to the center. DKT never gets picked up again. The wide open 3-pointer though. Not gonna fall for New England Tech. Ball out to Psychic in the corner. Back down to Fletcher in the painted area. Got to get Jefe involved early and often if you're Post University. Again, that sharpshooting takeover does not play. Reach and foul from Jefe. After the defensive rebound for New England Tech, and both teams gridlock at 14 points apiece here. DKT going to be left open for just a moment. Going to force the jump pass. Going to be a turnover. Fletcher downhill. A 2-point lead for Post University in game one. Amazing recovery from Psychic there. And you saw his teammates. They know they can leave Psychic on that defensive island. They set up the fast break so early as a result. Pair of crossovers out of the center. Psychic's right there. He's picking up the block. The fast break machine for Post University. It's a 2-on-3. Psychic going to take it himself with the sharp shooting takeover. And it's a 5-point lead in game one for Post. An early 3 from New England Tech. Post University all over it. And a foul from the center. Going to be side out for Post University, but they're knocking on the door of game point here in game one. That's what you want to see as they look to lock in this playoff push. Ball out to Jefe. They're trying to set up the pick and roll, maybe a pick and pop with this sharpshooting takeover. New England have got to be aware of it here. Jefe, all he has to do is turn a corner and Psychic's there. Jefe going to take it himself for 2 points. He saw the center not willing to leave his matchup wide open. Psychic with sharpshooting takeover, and Jefe going to do the damage himself as Post University take the 1-0 lead. Nice start out of the Eagles there. Balanced team effort all around. Jefe leading the scoring charge. But you see Post University, a nice balanced attack. Psychic still that defensive anchor. Jefe coming alive from 3-point land in the second half of the game. Psychic following suit as well. Big 3-pointer to blow the game open. See New England Tech go 0 for 4 on 3-pointers. Amazing perimeter defense out of Post University early on in the series. Again, it's a best of 5. Anything can really go down here. See what sort of adjustments New England Tech going to be throwing out, but early on, New England Tech looking good. Or Post University looking good. New England Tech have got to find a way to respond. Excuse me. We'll take a quick break as we get into our second game of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
I'm gonna make every shot.
On the post-university home floor here. Post-university down on the baseline. Took game 1 against New England Tech, looking to double their lead here in game 2. Early pick and pop. Gonna get Psychic a mismatch. Quick switch. Oh, Fletcher down low. The whole New England squad does not want to let him take that layup. Psychic not able to convert on the 3-point kick out. Early foul from Jefe just to get the defense back in order here. Jefe's got to be able to recover on the drive. Murph's got the height though. He's not going to look to take a shot in the post with it. Good position from Jefe, and now good position from Psychic. Down low, gonna create the stop. Hesitation from Jefe. Able to grab the offensive board, however. I thought there might have been a foul there. Jefe, the rest of the post-university. Eagles gonna look to play on a crossover. Not gonna get nowhere. Psychic with a head of steam. Gonna push the New England Tech center out of the way for the first 2 points in game 2. Air passes out of New England Tech to the forward. Going to be mid-range money, and it's pure out of Murphy there on New England Tech's side of the ball. Maybe pick and pop from Psychic. Not going to look to take it. Going to bring the ball back out to Fletcher. Post University going to try to find the perfect shot here on this offense. A couple New England Tech players following Psychic down to the 3-point line. Now Jefe on the left elbow, victim of a bump steal there on the pump fake for sure. New England Tech on the going the other way. Murph, a big crossover. Psychic able to read the pass. Psychic in New England Tech's heads. Mind reading not going to stop the green release, though. New England Tech take a 3-point lead. On a quick crossover from Jefe, gets the lead. Right back tied up here, 5-5. And again, these late passes out of New England Tech. Post University have been able to make those reads. Deep mid-range from the New England Tech center. 7-5 in their favor. A ball out to Jefe. Heavily stacked defense on the right wing. Jefe able to soar over all of it. Game tied up yet again at 7 apiece. Tigers and the Eagles going back to back here. Pass out to the forward. Psychic waiting in the wings. Help might not be needed. Fletcher putting up a good wall here in the one-on-one matchup. Just as I say that, the help's got to come through, and it comes through in a major way. Blocked out of bounds. 1.9 left on the clock for New England Tech. They're going to need a shot in a hurry off this inbounds immediately to the center. Psychic's there. That one's off the mark, and this time Psychic running down. Fletcher with a rebound here. Nice jump pass out to Jefe. Should be able to create something here. Behind the back pass to Psychic. The shot off the mark. Oh, a steal in the backcourt from Jefe. Not going to fly. New England Tech able to corral the ball here. Move it down court. Ball out to the center. Jump pass. Post University not able to corral this one. Psychic going to be forced to recover. Able to do so brilliantly. 100% smothered. The fast break offense and a jump pass out of the layup results in a turnover. Or Post University. New England Tech going the other way. Psychic not reading the minds of that penetrating ball handler this time. They're able to just convert the wide open layup. Now high ball screen. Gotta beware if you're New England Tech. Psychic with that sharpshooting takeover. The center on New England Tech surely aware of this. You see him stepping up heavy on that 3-point shot. Oh, pair of My Park moves out of Jefe. Looking to get all the way to the rim. His kick out pass bumped by New England Tech there. Headed down court. The fast break offense. Like, not going to jump on that pass fake. Going to make good contact on the center. They're not going to send the ball to the corner, but Post University sends two there anyway. New England Tech perhaps in Post University's heads now. As Fletcher looking to get them out of their heads with the slam. Now a 2-point game here. New England Tech in the lead. Post University, they saw the hole in the armor there, but they sent two players out to the corner. And the ball does not go there. 3-point shooter left wide open. You see New England Tech able to convert the 2 points on the other end. The 3-pointer in response out of Post University. Wide open. But not a green release, and it's off the mark. Oh, a little handoff. Psychic waiting in the wings. Going to corral the rebound. Again, he's got sharpshooting take. You want to look... You see him being assertive, taking the ball down himself, because if New England Tech does not guard that man, he's going to be able to pop it. Now ball out to Fletcher. There's that 3-pointer from Psychic. This one's green. A 1-point game here in game 2. And just like that, the takeover's so important. Jefe going to come up with the bump steal. The defense going to be a little soft in the paint, recovering out to Psychic, but the one-on-one coverage good enough for New England Tech there. Like, yet again, trying to read the minds, trying to predict that pass. It never comes in New England Tech. A layup to get their lead to 3. Double ball screen out of Post University. Oh, ball down to Psychic. He has his pick of the litter. Gonna bring it back to Jefe. Tough shot there. 45% contested, but it falls. Forced onto the point guard here. He's got the contact as he heads down into the painted area. Surely look for a switch. There it is. Jefe gonna make it out. Now one-on-one coverage, Murph and Fletcher. Psychic waiting in the wings though. Gotta watch out for the center, also with sharp shooting take, and that's exactly why. Breaks away for just a second. New England Tech on game point now here in the second game of this best of 5. Oh, Fletcher, yeah, bring that ball right back down. Another pump fake. Post University looking for 3 points here. Early gonna find it on Psychic's 3-pointer. His sharpshooting take goes down. Able to corral the rebound though. Post University gonna get another shot here. Post University maybe a little greedy looking for the 3-pointer. They're gonna get a second shot at it. That one's no good. Psychic gonna try to just take it himself, but he's blocked. Jefe gonna corral the rebound and the third chance for Post University. Although Psychic's bottled up. Jefe forced to take a tough shot. It's off the mark. Psychic yet again with the rebound. 4th time's the charm. Fletcher running down the lane. His slam dunk goes. A million chances for Post University there. New England Tech struggling on the defensive glass. Might have just left the door open for a Post University comeback in game 2. All out to Ozco, but Psychic is there. The spin move gonna give just enough space for Ozco to get the layup to go. Put Psychic on the offensive player's back, not able to get the contest off. University have got to be careful here. A reach-in foul from Murph. On Post University, be content with how good your defense has been. Let's go for 2. We saw them get a little greedy in the previous possession. Maybe over-indexing for that 3-pointer. You're not going to get 4 chances at the offensive glass every single time. Although, what do I know? Post University, the folks on the court know a little bit more than me, ladies and gentlemen. They're able to get the 3-pointer on a green release. Well, still, any scores out of New England Tech would be game here. It's a win by 2. No overtime, no time limits, but win by 2. So Post University need to stop regardless. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. A cut down on the baseline. Psychic there, able to patching up the hole. Murph going one-on-one. Is he going to pass the ball out? Not going to look to do so. Not able to burn the one-on-one coverage. Post University with the chance to take the lead here. Psychic with the ball off the defensive rebound. Now down to Fletcher. His kick-out pass going to be called a reach-in foul. All out to Jefe with sharp shooting. Take over. Perfect timing for the attribute boost. Ball out to Psychic. And the jump recovery ends up being a steal for New England Tech. Post University going to need another miracle stop. Fletcher doesn't leave the ground, but Murph able to turn the corner regardless. And both players leave Murph headed down the lane. They were looking for a pass. 1-1 here in this best of 5. New England Tech tie up the series at 1 apiece. Clutch buckets from Murph is the volume shooter for New England Tech. You see him go 5 for 8. Man, tough break for Post University. The defense goes their way. They struggle on offense and ends up throwing 4 turnovers as a team. Not the sort of stat line you want to be putting up. Leaving a lot of... They got so many extra possessions, but they just couldn't take advantage. The 4 turnovers equalizing the rebounding edge they had on New England Tech. You see 10-4. So many of those coming off that one possession. For Post University had a million chances at the basket. Those 4 turnovers are killer for Post University. Got to look to take care of the ball more on those passes. I'm pretty sure all of them were on passes. Don't think I recall too many coming off just straight up like dribbling, getting the pocket pick. Not too much of that out of New England Tech. They're just reading the passing lanes really well. We'll be back for game 3. We'll see how both teams adjust as we get into a lengthy series here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Game 3 of the final best of 5 of the regular season. Post University up against New England Tech. Both teams going bar for bar right now. Post University take game 1. New England Tech able to respond in a close game 2. But they're going to be more close NBA2k up ahead here. You hear the virtual crowd in the background getting hyped for it. What sort of response Post University have after throwing up a 4 turnover game in game 2? Gotta look to them to keep that ball safe. Starting off with a strong defensive stop certainly wouldn't hurt either. Psychic handoff out to Fletcher, ball back out to Psychic. Oh, and that post fade, it's been money for him so far. The release not good this time. The deep pass on the outlet. Nearly a steal. Gonna make it back to New England Tech's hands. Post University all over it. 12 seconds remaining here. Psychic yet again with the read. He jumps on the pass fake though. Gonna leave the door wide open for the New England Tech center with that height advantage. They're gonna start scoring off here in game 3. Up 2-0, but Psychic's got a chance as well here. Early outlet out to Jefe. Shot off the mark though, and more instant offense for New England Tech. Gonna look for a 3-pointer. They're gonna find it. 5-0 for New England Tech early on in this game. More of that high ball screen action. Gonna bring it to Jefe. Not gonna miss that sort of shot twice. Split a pair of 3-pointers early on in the corner in this game. First mate gonna start scoring off with the Eagles. They leave the point guard open in the corner. They get away with it. Wide open 3-pointer off the mark. Out to Jefe. He's looking to shoot this game. His third 3-pointer in 4 offensive possessions for Post. Made 2 of them. And a jump. Still gonna force a pass from the point guard. Down to Ozco, the center for New England Tech here. Murph, he's been New England, the Tigers' volume scorer. And it's hesitation like that. He's able to read the Post University defense as it ebbs and flows with the switch-heavy scheme they like to run. A ball out to Psychic. Yet again looking for that post fade. Gonna find Fletcher on the cut. The whole New England Tech defense comes down on him. Able to get a steal. New England Tech looking to extend their lead after Post University hit 2 threes. Back-to-back possessions. Murph, nice little crossover. Simple stuff from Murph, and it's getting the job done for a 3-point advantage. Fletcher looking to respond. Post University loves starting with this high ball screen action because if Fletcher gets downhill, he can make it work. Make a mess of the scrambling defenders. Ball out to Jefe. Psychic gonna look to corral this rebound. That shot decently contested. Murph not going to bring the ball down to the center. The point guard not able to convert on the steal. A reach and foul on the outlet pass. Fletcher's got to look to take the ball up here. New England Tech are content to watch Fletcher pass the ball out once he turns the corner. Got to look for him to hit the rim with authority. Psychic going to look to do just that. Another pass out of the layup there. Going to get the ball right back. His 3-pointer not going to fall though. Oh, and a pass fake gonna get the open 3-pointer for Ozco. Not gonna go down though. Oh, and Ozco's caught jumping. Psychic gonna look to take advantage of this. He's able to turn the corner. Ball out to Jefe. Steps into the 3-point line. Certainly wasn't intentional there, but gonna turn his screen release into 2 points all the same. Psychic's got to get down there. Jefe jumped. Ball down to Ozco, the rolling center. Able to make a mess of Psychic's recovery. But I know you see that target right next to Jefe's player character. My boy has sharpshooting take. New England Tech have got to be careful here. Yet again, we've been talking about it throughout this series. It's been Jefe, but the center on New England Tech also with sharpshooting take. But not right now. He's got it activated. Looking to do work with it. Sharpshooting take gonna boost all of your shooting attributes. Even a post fade like that. Higher chances of being green as you see down there. Murphy yet again with the hesitation. Gonna be a wide open three for Ozco. 3-pointer off the mark. Psychic perhaps daring the center, who hasn't made too many 3-pointers this series, to shoot the ball at a high volume. Ball out to Psychic, who now also has sharpshooting takeover. You see that step back to the 3-point line. Ozco's got to beware of it. Gonna be a wide open tray for Fletcher, the only player on Post University right now without sharpshooting take. New England Tech may be looking to cut their losses, leave it down to the only player without that shooting boost. Fletcher's still able to burn them. 2-point lead here in game 3, and the hesitation step back from Murph. Gonna send him right out of bounds. University, if I'm them right now, you got to be moving with the quickness. Take advantage of every possession you have with this sharpshooting take. You know it doesn't last forever. Quick 3-pointers from Psychic and Jefe, your star shooters with that sharpshooting take. So important right now. Another one there coming out of Psychic on the pick and pop. 5-point lead. New England Tech parked at 11 points at the moment. DKT looking to change their mind. Passing out of the shot for 2. A wide open slam. Oh, Fletcher may look to just take this all himself. Gonna pass it out to Psychic again with that sharpshooting takeover. Gotta get a shot. Gotta find it quickly. Oh, and Jefe gonna take a fading 3. Ends up being a long 2. Such a difficult shot out of Jefe, but with that sharpshooting boost, you get so much of an edge on the offensive end. And this time, Fletcher gonna force New England Tech's point guard out of bounds. He's got sharpshooting take, or not sharpshooting, he's got takeover as well. Team take for Post University right now. Fletcher looking to find an edge on the slashing. Psychic looking to game us out of game 3. Not quite able to do so. His 3-pointer off the mark. Bump steal from Jefe. Post University, the Eagles off to the races. Kick at the 3-point line. Fletcher gonna look to attack the opening with authority. That's what we need out of Post University's point guard. Fletcher's been passing out of those options one too many times. He's able to burn New England Tech this time. And both players jumping at the contest, but it's gonna give up an offensive rebound for Ozco. Gonna send it to Murph, who's gonna hit the 3-pointer. Couple steps behind the line. No distance too far for Murph there. Still a 2-possession game. Pass out of the layup. Not going to be the end of the world. Ozco not stepping up, and Psychic's going to make him pay. Psychic, 2 3-pointers. That's all he needed. Jefe, the volume score for Post University, goes 5 for 7. Crazy efficiency from the field. Those 2 3-pointers started him off hot. He got sharpshooting takeover. Just helped open up the offense for Post University as they take a 2-1 lead in this best of 5. Fletcher going perfect from the field with the 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio as well. Post University taking much better care of the ball. Able to simplify the offense. They just spammed that one high ball screen action. Let their ball handler make the reads off of it, and Fletcher was cooking. Fletcher was in the matrix right there with those reads. Very solid game out of Post University offensively, not to say what they did on defense. We'll be right back after a quick break. Post University certainly looking, to continue that hot streak there and get out of here with a 3-1 victory. A victory that, may I remind you, as we look at the standings for just a moment, you see Post University down there in the weeds. 5-way tie for 6th place. 5 wins are needed to make it into the playoffs in this division of the ECAC. So both teams fighting for their playoff lives.
ready for this. Let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back yet again. Post-University home court for Game 4. University looking to get us out of here. New England Tech. Both teams have been going back and forth in this best of 5. We'll see if New England Tech are able to respond here in Game 4. Incredibly efficient game out of Post-University in Game 3. Looking to continue that trend in Game 4. An early slam. It's on the 2-0 lead. Early 3-pointers out of the point guard. DKT for New England Tech. Not going to go their way, and Post-University has a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Oh, and the spin move out of Jefe gets shut down. Osco able to get the block. Psychic went all in on the steal of the outlet pass. He's not quite able to recover when the pass goes through, and we're all tied up here. Well, Osco not jumping on that Psychic 3 ball. All going to make it back to Psychic down here at the elbow, however. Now out to Jefe. Pick and pop the spin move. Ball still going to make it to Psychic. His mid-range money not going to cash out there quite, however. Air crossovers out of Osco. Not quite going to go their way. Gonna move it back to DKT. The hesitation going to shed the defender. Gonna force the help. The 3-pointer from Osco. Not sure. Been on a bit of a cold streak here these last couple games. Hasn't quite hit one. But New England Tech, a pair of offensive boards. The third one not going to go their way either. Rough offensive stretch there. Fletcher's got a bit of a mismatch. Nearly a steal. Bumping the kick out pass to Psychic. Matchups all even now. University may be looking to force one there with the pick and roll. Jefe a deep 3-pointer in the corner, heavily contested. Step back 3-pointer not going to go down, although late in the shot clock, so you don't feel too bad. Osco looking to make up for lost time. They're missing the first shot. Quick trigger on the second one. Psychic able to recover the ball after that bump steal. Ends up throwing it right into Osco's chest. Certainly not the pass Psychic was looking for. DKT, another bump steal. Osco able to recover it. A spin move out of Osco. Nice post moves from the big fella. New England Tech doubles their score 4-2 now. And yeah, Fletcher just got to take that with authority. Osco asleep at the wheel. And Post-University going to burn the lazy outlet pass there. Certainly looking to get the ball back to Fletcher, the point guard, able to get a bump on him. Bothered the shot just enough to force the miss. And now Osco with sharpshooting take. Still hasn't made any 3-pointers yet, but it's something Post-University have got to be aware of. Still get that stat boost all the same. Now DKT, Post-University all over that 3-pointer. Wide open, but I think the late contest had something to do with that miss. Ball out to Jefe. Spin move. Kicks it out to Fletcher. His 3-pointer off the mark though. Now Murph one-on-one with Fletcher. This time going to kick it out. We've seen Murph with some patience there try to go up himself. And Osco in the corner. Going to come alive from 3-point land. We've been wondering when it's going to happen. There it is. Give them the 7-4 lead. Now Fletcher, amazing pick and pop vision. Like he's just not able to convert. He's going to able to grab the offensive or grab the outlet pass from Osco though. Going to get the ball down to Jefe. Jefe going to make the 3 ball. I'm all tied up at 7 apiece. Murph on Psychic. Gotta watch out for Osco with that sharpshooting take. Psychic gonna play the odds. He ends up coming out on top there. Oh, and Fletcher knew he had the speed advantage on Osco, the big fella for New England Tech. The slam dunk there. Again, we need Fletcher to be attacking the rim with authority for Post-University. He's done just that here in a pivotal game 4 as Post-University throws New England Tech out of bounds. Yet again, the high ball screen action. Psychic and Osco with sharpshooting takeover. The point guard comes through. They get the bump steal. The recovery not quite there. Wise play from Psychic. Force DKT to make a read. Nearly throws the inbound pass right to the opposition. Doesn't quite do so. The delayed spin move going to give Fletcher some open space. He's able to convert there. Great shooting coming out of Post University early on. The halfway point of game 4. And Psychic and Osco both battling it out with sharpshooting. Take the lob. Gonna get shut down. Psychic all over that one. Oh, nice bounce pass all the way down to Fletcher for the slam yet again. I believe it's 3 slam dunks for Fletcher there. Ironic to have your rim running player at the point guard position have that ball handling edge. Allows him to be a slashing threat in the half court and in the fast break. And Psychic just gonna have to leave Murphy to his own devices. Puts Jefe on a poster there, unfortunately. Well, Fletcher may be able to take it all himself. Psychic and Jefe just linking up in the corner. Either one of them gets the ball. It's good news for Post there. This time Jefe on the green 3-pointer. 17-11. New England Tech knocking on the doors of the end of their regular season. Fletcher on the slash. His kick-out pass going to be called a reach-in foul. Feeling really good here if I'm Post University. Ball out to Psychic. Again, that sharpshooting takes so dangerous. Jefe just shooting it from way downtown. Gonna be out of bounds. Psychic not able to corral that one. Post University feeling good with a 6-point lead and 2 players with that sharpshooting takeover here. Psychic able to get the behind the back steal. So huge in Post University. So many cards left at the table. Fletcher just gonna take it himself. Can't forget about that, man. Just because he doesn't have sharpshooting takeover doesn't mean he can't shoot the rock. And Post University on game point. The layup from Osco no good. And Post University looking to book their ticket to the playoffs with a score here. Deep 3 from Psychic, not going to do so. Oh, Psychic just reading the game so amazing there. The quick pass picked off and another 3-pointer. Deep 3 out of Post University. That one also not going to fall. Osco trying to take it himself. Able to get the ball out to Murphy. He's got a bit of a speed advantage on Psychic, but the help going to come through. Post University getting by with a little help from their friends here. And 7 seconds remaining. Murph gets tangled up in the paint. Not happy about it. An early foul there to shut down the Post University fast break. A score here will book Post University's ticket into the ECAC playoffs here, folks. All 3 players with sharpshooting takeover. Post University, all the cards in their hand, although Psychic just losing sharpshooting takeover there. Still looking to do it himself, though. Bringing out his do-it-yourself kit. Fletcher looking to get some ISO action in as well. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. A snatch block out of Osco. Osco and New England Tech not going to go quietly. A bump steal from Jefe not going to go their way. Surely going to be 2 points here. So just as I say that, Osco a little delayed there off the Post University recovery. Osco still able to shed the defense in the one-on-one matchup. A 7-point lead for Post University. They're knocking on game point yet again. Only Fletcher remaining with his takeover here, however. No half-court 3-pointers. A spinning 3 out of Jefe. That one not going to go. And Post University content to play with their food just a little bit here, it seems. England Tech, you got to put on the pressure. Force Post University to play you honestly. A green release on the post fade could perhaps do just that. A quick pair of moves out of Fletcher. Not going to shed the defense. Psychic, a hesitation move. Able to turn the corner on Osco. Bring the ball out to Fletcher. 7 seconds remaining. Going to get the point guard to jump. Ball out to Psychic. Game blouses, but not that time. Another 3-pointer on the wayside for Post University. A bit of a cold streak in the second half of this game. And the mid-range money from Jefe. Post University going to finally cash out there and book their ticket to the ECAC NBA2k24 playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Post University Eagles. Got Fletcher on the point guard. Jefe at the forward spot. And Psychic, the big fella, down low. Rough offensive game, but the defense goes crazy for Post University. And we get to change that 2-1 to a 3-1. Another Eagles team going to the playoffs here, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats to those 3 individuals. They'll be having their fight against so many of these other teams. We'll be heading into the scoreboard or the leaderboard here. Psychic gives us some of the stats from the game. See such an amazing performance here in this knockout game. A couple of the percentages knocked off a little bit by playing with their food towards the end there, but Post University booked their ticket to the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we want to see. Again, a chance for revenge against some of these squads. The 3 L's coming up against the Battling Bishops, the Adrian Bulldogs, and Newman's 2K. Those are the 3 teams with a target on their back. If you're Post University, the rest of the squads you can probably handle, but it's a long way to that top 3, to that first place. They want to replicate the success they've had in the 1v1 format to 3v3. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The good ending down here at Post Esports 2. We're going to send it up to the main channel as I speak, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got the Overwatch squad also fighting for their berth in the playoffs. We hope y'all have enjoyed tonight's edition of NBA 2K coverage. We will see y'all after Thanksgiving for some playoff action. I seem to have misspelled the name here, but we're going to be sending it on over to the main channel in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.